All right, hello. Back to trading Nasdaq futures 10:40 a.m. Central Time. And if you look at this Monday's price action, nice push, morning push consolidation at 30,400, and then we got that pullback, trapped all the sellers at the very bottom, 30,300, and then we pushed right back up to 30,500. So we had this breakout, a lot of absorption at the top, and this happens to be the yesterday's high as well, so predictable that there will be a lot of liquidity sitting here at the highs. Yeah, and this was the news that triggered this move, this aggressive move towards the upside. Preparing for a full ceasefire with Israel, so market liked this news. This just came out, so that is the reason we saw this pump. Right, so if we lose the 500, it will push back to the 480s very quick. You can see it's still filling up the low node, but the aggression towards the downside is slightly higher. We want to keep a very tight stop, so we'll take the 10-point stop if it doesn't go in our way. Ideally we want the price to push back to this little node here at 480. Or test the high of the 30-minute range. Let's start off a new 1-hour candle. We expected this will possibly push back to the range, right? Just like that. Now, if it rolls back down, we can short it.
Order filled.
Now the short attempt. Nice rejection of the highs again. Wick is another wick forming. Now if we can push back to the Friday's value area high at 440. There you go. Bits getting filled. Right at that 490 level. Nice break. I want to move to stop just above the 506. Or we can just move it to break even. Because if the buyers are still holding it, then there's no point risking on this trade, because they will push the price back up to 540s. But if the sellers are aggressive here, then they will like to target the value high of the session. It's also a weave up right there at 445s. In terms of risk to reward, it's a pretty solid trade. We were just initially risking 10 points to make 50. Now we can look at that push towards the downside. Solid push. Obviously there's a little node here, so the price will react from there. You can see the aggression in the tape. Nice. Really nice push. Previously we saw this wick here. Rejection from 30-minute high, and then it pushed all the way up. So I want to see this reaction here, because this happens to be the value area high of the current session as well. So we don't want to see a sharp rejection from 465s. We want this to break and test the 450s instead. Testing the value high of the current session. Can we push below? Nice. More sellers coming in. Nice. Pushed all the way to 453s. I'm gonna close right there if it pushes above the value high of the current session. Right, can we retest the 450s? And I'm gonna close it if it rolls above this. And almost there. Still haven't touched it. Got 2 rejections from there. Oh my god, how did we miss that? It literally touched 450. And I'm gonna close it right there.
Order canceled.
For some reason we didn't get filled, but yeah, it did touch 450, but didn't get filled. Solid trade. What a trade. 10 points of risk with 50 points of gain. 1 to 5 risk to reward. That was all possible with reading the order flow correctly, seeing the rejection of the highs. We got stopped out here because it was start of a new 1 hour candle, but after that we saw this push coming down, sellers getting aggressive, they were taking the control. Solid trade. And at this point I'll just call it a session. It was a really good session. I don't want to push too much. Now we got 1 solid trade, and I'll just leave it to that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.